Good evening, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Festivus, Happy whatever it is, Happy Earl of Sandwich. I am Lou Mangello, you are my friends. Welcome to Disney Springs. It is absolutely beginning to look and feel a lot like Christmas. The snowpocalypse is here in full effect. It's about 50 degrees, so we're all beginning to hoard our bread and milk. I started hoarding my bread in the form of 2 different holiday sandwiches. Don't judge me. I'm doing it for research purposes only. I am so excited and happy to see you tonight. I am out of the home studio. We are out in Disney Springs, which for me, as you know, is the 5th theme park. Tonight, we're going to do something a little bit different, a little bit special. So make sure that you sit back, relax, grab a snack or 2, invite a friend, tag somebody that you think might like to join us tonight from Disney Springs, because we're going to talk not just about 12 different days and ways to celebrate the holidays in Walt Disney World, but then we're going to take a walk down the Christmas tree trail, which, spoiler alert, is one of the things that is on the list. But I cannot, should not, will not do this all alone. I brought along some friends and a few other people. You could decide exactly who is who. In no particular order other than ladies first. She's wearing logo gear, which means that she's bribing me for an olive sandwich, holiday sandwich. It's Deanna Mangello.
Hello.
Look at you rocking your WW Radio.
I did.
Ugly, not so ugly, Christmas sweater.
I did.
Now available at tpublic.com. Rita, all the way from the Great White North of Toronto.
I have my shirt too.
Oh, you are too? Look at you. I didn't even know. Oh my gosh, as if I didn't. Look, she's wearing logo gear. Look, wow, yeah. So like, there's 2 ladies with logo gear, and there's one without.
I don't have that sweater.
And whose fault is that?
It's my fault.
It's Lisa Donato Glassner from the Castle Run with children in tow. Also not wearing WW Christmas sweaters. If I bought you a WW Radio ugly Christmas sweater, would you wear it?
Yes.
Not you, I'm talking to the kid. Would you wear it?
Would you wear
That's
it?
a no. God, like mother, like son.
I would.
And, oh, you
he's
would?
debating.
Yeah.
Oh, you're eating jalapeno chips too. Dude, I like how you roll. And it's Kenneth Johnson. You may remember him and the non-logo wearing Lisa Donato Glassner from such shows as, what I call it, Moving to Disney, Parts 1 and 2. You were there too. And the 2.
It's a great show.
It was. So we're going to try, and I'm going to try and fit all of you guys in here as much as I can. As much as we can. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we put this all the way. Deanna, you can sneak in here too. If you want to sit back here, so you can come over here too. So we get the whole gang in here. By the way, Kenneth Johnson, you're a very tall man. Come closer. These chairs are so low. Right?
Yeah.
Can you sit on the chair and I'll sit on top of you? Like a booster seat. What are you doing?
Mommy,
This is why I don't take you out.
Here we go. No, it's great.
Here, turn that a little bit or push that back a little bit so everybody gets into the picture almost as much as we can.
There you go.
There you go. It's not bad. Do me a favor. Tilt it down just a little bit. Oh no! Oh God! What? No. Let me help you out here. This is. You want to know what happens behind the scenes?
Yeah.
This is the magic happening right there. There you go.
Magical.
There's a
See?
million hearts.
Your head always has to be in the top third. There you go. So, why have I gathered the heads of the 5 families here tonight? Because you may or may not realize that due to circumstances outside my control, the show that I had planned for this week didn't happen. So we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do an on-the-fly, not necessarily recorded for the show, live show, cavalcade extravaganza.
That sounds like a plan.
Because I think as I was approaching the holiday season, I wasn't just excited for the holiday sandwiches and the festival of the holidays and all the holiday sandwiches that come with it. But there's a reason why this time of year is soon to be some of the busiest, because where else would you rather spend your holidays? Not in Toronto, although it's beautiful up there, but in Walt Disney World. And I think a lot of people, when they think of Christmas at Walt Disney World, they think of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. They shed a silent tear for the Osborne family spectacle of not so much dancing. I know. I predict, as I have for the past year, so Disney, please do something about it. I predict that we will see a Festival of Dancing Lights, a non-Osborne Festival of Dancing Lights, not necessarily in the studios and not branded to the Osbornes. Because Disney has and I think they have it this year, it's called the Light War, Christmas Light Turf War, Gang War, what do they call it? There's a Christmas light decorating show. It's not a gang war, but there is a Christmas lights festival show on ABC or Freeform. I would not be surprised to see that tied in here. So, do you decorate your house for the holidays? Lights, dancing lights. Are you like Clark? Are you more like Clark Griswold or Danny DeVito from Jingle All the Way? Or
More like Clark Griswold. We go retro in our house.
Do you?
We have one of those 1970s bubble trees.
No way.
Yeah, which has a big history in our family.
You need to take a picture.
Oh
of
no!
that. See it.
Next week we're going to Kenna's house.
Yay!
Whether you're there or not, just leave it here to the
Yeah.
front door. How cool is that?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Is it like a tree that's been passed down from?
It is. Yep.
That is so cool.
very
We've replaced the bubbling lights, which we've learned now are dangerous
Yes,
if they break.
very.
But we're
They
very
can burn
careful
your
when
You
we
know
house
don't
what?
down.
break them.
It adds a little bit of pizzazz to the holidays.
It does.
It's the danger of the
Burning
lights
down
breaking.
the house.
Yeah,
Sure.
Right. So
That would be magical.
I thought that we would, and the reason why I'm doing this now is because I realized because we are about 12 days out of Christmas. In thinking of the 12 Disney days of Christmas, I was thinking more like 12 days and ways to celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus, Diwali. Did I miss any? I want to be as inclusive as possible. I think that's it.
That's it.
I think whatever it is that you celebrate, some different ways and places that you can celebrate outside some of the obvious. So I gathered some friends, and I am curious, and I will go ladies first, because are you ready with something?
I am. I get to go. Does that mean I get to go first?
I'm a little nervous.
I'm
I'm a little because you're
excited.
sort of setting the tone. Don't steal. I even brought notes.
Okay, so
Which-
I didn't look at your notes, so I'm just going to say what I feel.
Don't
is the
steal
best.
what I told
It's
you was last on my
probably-
list.
It's what I'm stealing. I'm saying
So,
it right now.
all right, so I want you first to set the stage. And 12 is going to be, it's like a top 10 list. There really is no numerical importance to any of these. But before you tell us what it is, I want to know why it's on your list.
Why it's on my list?
Don't let the hard questions through.
Sorry. Because we're at Disney, it's one of the best things that we do when we're here. And it's to take the monorail around to all the different resorts and to see all the wonderful decorations in the resort trail with the monorail. Is that on your list?
No, it's actually, well, to a certain degree it is, but not necessarily specifically.
Like, I
So-
love the gingerbread house. Every year it's themed differently. I love
So which of the 3 monorail resorts is your favorite during the holidays?
out of those 3.
Yes.
Probably the Grand Floridian because of the
Why?
gingerbread. Because of the gingerbread house. Absolutely. Just the theming of it.
Is it the look of the gingerbread house, the smell, or the taste of the gingerbread house?
No, it's the look, how they theme it differently, how you get to go and find hidden Mickeys. Like, I love everything about that. We used to
So
come
delicious.
when the kids were really little. That was like one of our favorite things to do, was go and find the little golden Mickeys on all the different, gingerbread, the shingles. Yeah.
Oh, the
Like,
shingles are so delicious.
It was like our favorite thing to do.
Wait, get to the important part. The shingles that you can buy, and why don't brush me off?
Anyway,
There's
so that's
somebody,
just our
anybody.
that was
You
one
hear
of
what
our favorite things
The
to do.
shingles that you have, like with a little
Yeah.
cup of hot cocoa.
And then you can go to the Polynesian,
You know what I love,
and you can
too,
go to
when
Trader
they're
Sam's and have a
building.
drink and see all the pretty holiday spectacular stuff there.
Yeah.
You know?
I love to watch them construct that
I
house.
agree.
Right
I agree.
right around Thanksgiving.
Right.
You see the chefs out there doing it, and they have samples of the broken shingles
Right.
that are there, and they give them out for free.
And they taste better because they're free.
Exactly.
Right.
Free always
To
tastes
quote
better.
George Costanza.
Right.
Favorite Monorail resort during the holidays?
It's my favorite anytime.
Yeah.
So I have to say
Favorite Monorail resort during the holidays?
Monorail Resort,
Monorail resort.
the Grand. I mean, no competition at all.
But if the monorail went to the Wilderness Lodge,
Well, then that would definitely be my.
then it's
right.
a little tougher.
I
Right.
agree.
Okay, so I have a
love
feeling.
Wilderness.
I have a feeling that if we all sort of made a list of 12 days and ways to celebrate the holidays, going to visit the resorts would
Right.
very much be on it.
Definitely.
So you love the Grand Floridian. What is your favorite resort? I'm assuming
Hi, Becky.
you spoiled it already.
Well, my favorite resort is probably a toss-up between the Grand and the Wilderness Lodge. But my favorite thing to do at the holidays
I'm gonna have
is
to use loose glasses
save
to
that
see
for
what
that.
people are saying, because I can't see.
Are you using my glasses?
I am. Just read what people are saying. I agree with the Wilderness Lodge too. I agree.
What is
Stuart?
your favorite? I can't even respond because she's
Hi,
using
Stuart.
my glasses.
Hi, Melanie.
What is your favorite resort? You need a little whiskey to sort of chill that cough. You good?
Hi, Becky.
Favorite resort during the holidays?
So I have 3.
I knew her
course.
answer was going to begin with so.
It's the lawyer answer.
Right.
So, I mean, the Grand Floridian is sort of the granddaddy of them all because the tree is spectacular. It's decked out to the nines. The gingerbread house is spectacular. But as far as like getting all the feels, I'm a tie-up between Wilderness Lodge and Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Wow.
Yeah.
You drive all the way down to Animal Kingdom Lodge? It's like half a day's drive to get down there.
Yeah.
No,
It's
I
so
think
far away.
I have to agree with you. The Wilderness Lodge, like, there's some warmth, like when you walk in there.
They both have
It's
fire.
amazing.
Like so Wilderness Lodge has the fire, and then there's actually additional fireplaces upstairs that
you
aren't
guys stop
really
giving away
there.
the good
It is.
spots?
I'm only
I
kidding.
agree.
No, I mean the tree and all the decor and the woodsiness.
I agree.
And our tree at home is actually sort of a woodsy feel too. I love that. And then Animal Kingdom Lodge, like their tree is the most spectacular thing. And if you go up on the what do they call it, the Mumbai Bridge, and look at it from there, it's the most stunning view. I mean, in my opinion, it's the most gorgeous tree on property. Like, and they also have this big fire pit in the lobby. So it's really nice this time of year.
And it is.
Trivia
You're right,
question.
the feels. You're
Trivia
right.
question.
Like, you get
Where
the feels
is-
when you go.
Yeah.
You know?
Where is the tallest Christmas tree on property?
Contemporary.
Did you feed your mom that answer? Nice work.
You know.
How do you know
Read the
that?
book.
We read the book, yeah.
And where'd your mom find out? Say my book.
I love the AK Lodge too. Wilderness Lodge is the best. I agree.
If Animal Kingdom Lodge was closer and Sanaa had Uber service, it would be my favorite resort.
Yeah.
That would be it. So, all right, so monorail, the monorail trail,
Grand Floridian, yeah.
the monorail trail, Grand Floridian. Favorite thing to do during the holidays
Okay.
at Walt Disney.
So the reason it's on my list.
Another one started with
Okay.
so.
So the reason it's on my list is I have a great family memory here.
Excuse me, one second. If you guys cry during the show, it's podcast gold. So let those waterworks flow.
My favorite thing to do at the holidays is actually to start by going to Doo, which is is an unusual thing to say at the holidays. But then take the carriage ride, the horse-drawn carriage ride, through the campsites afterwards, and see all the Christmas decorations at all the campsites. I don't know why that's my favorite thing, other than we just have a fantastic family memory of extended family all being there and doing that. And it is a wonderful thing to do. We sing Christmas carols while we're, on the little horse-drawn carriage.
Can we follow you live while you're doing that?
Another thing that we
Johnson
did.
Family Christmas.
There you go. We could film it. Maybe it'd be a Disney movie.
It's
But
pay-per-view.
we asked the cast member what the name of the horse is, and when we're singing Jingle Bells, when you get to bells on bobtail, you have to substitute the horse's name, and if you forget, you get slapped.
Well, I was going to say, wow, what a warm thing, but the threat of violence gets me a little bit.
Goodness.
Yeah, it's more like a Simpsons family Christmas, but yeah.
I was thinking more Costanza. Yeah.
Simply Costanza, exactly. That's amazing. That's
I
so
love that.
It's
I
fun.
love that.
I love seeing all the decorations too. That's one of my favorite things.
It
I am
I'm
sure
not
that
allowed
will
to
get
say that
mentioned.
yet.
Yeah.
Well, it's the only place in Florida that I know of that you can go on a horse-drawn sleigh ride at the holidays.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true. Very nice.
and it's hard to get. You have to book way in advance, but it's worth it. It's fun.
So I'm going to tell you another story, and which I've told before, but I don't care. I love going to that resort during the different times of year, especially Halloween, because not only are campsites decorated,
Mind you,
for
especially
Christmas,
Halloween.
Yeah,
just listen to
go
me
get it,
say
go
that,
get it,
okay?
So
Right.
I love Halloween. I love spending it with my family. I love getting dressed up. I love the music. I love the shows.
Nice.
To your point, you can also, and I believe they still have it, you could do a horse-drawn carriage ride through like the Sleepy Hollow haunted trail.
Now, mind you,
Just-
my kids were like 4
Listen,
and
you
5
had your
at
chance.
this time.
This is why I don't
okay?
invite you out.
Mind you, 4 and 5. Mind
I
you,
not
folks,
only did I book it, but I got it on Halloween.
on Halloween.
Like that year, right?
Great.
This one's
It was
crying.
great.
My kids are
It was
crying.
ma-
they're
it was
freaking
so
out.
magical.
I'm smiling.
It
I'm
was
like thinking this is the
wonderful.
best thing in the
Headless
world.
Horseman.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Next
My
year?
daughter, literally, if she could have crawled like on top of me,
She did.
she
No, she
was
did.
screaming. Nicholas almost jumped on the horse with the Headless Horseman.
Wow.
And Marion,
I'm gonna take you next year. It was awesome.
Marion was that violent cry of like death.
Oh,
it was really
It's not
magical.
scary. Stop it. It's not scary.
It was magical.
It's one of my favorite experiences. Other than the screaming
Please
kids,
stop.
it's one of my favorite experiences in Walt Disney World. What's one of the ways you like to celebrate? Because you obviously travel. If you think Animal Kingdom Lodge is far, try coming from Toronto.
Yeah, we decided we were going to come in January. We decided to come at this time of year because it's more special. It just helps you to just kind of slow down and really think about the season and what it's all about. And I just love even Main Street, just walking, just the way it's decorated for Christmas. It's just,
And the snow. They're following the snow on Main Street.
yeah, the snow. Yeah, yeah.
Main Street, I agree with you. Main Street is arguably my favorite land in Magic Kingdom, and it takes on a whole different feel during the holidays. Whether you go to the Very Merry Christmas party or not, I could just sit on Main Street in our new, not so secret place to watch the parade go by, and I don't have to see any other parts of that park.
I will say too, I don't really feel like it's Christmas until I've seen that parade at the Very Merry Christmas party. It's just such a wonderful thing. I didn't say that is my favorite thing, but it is.
Is all right. So again, we'll jump around. Is Mickey's Very Merry Christmas party a must-do during the holidays? No.
I think so. If you come, if you don't live here,
Right.
and you-
If you're, what I'm saying, for people who aren't locals and
yeah,
haven't
if you
seen
don't
before,
live here, I would view it as a must-do, especially if you've never done it or only done it once.
So I think it's wonderful. I love it. But I don't want people to feel like their trip's a bust if they're here during the holidays
yeah,
and
right.
they can't drop the extra like $400 or $500 on
That's
bringing
true.
their
Right.
family to the party. So is it wonderful? Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful. But you can really experience the joy of being in Magic Kingdom during the holidays by just going on a normal day.
That's true.
Jingle Cruise, which is themed out for the holidays, they run it all the time. It's not just during the party. And they do the parade the Christmas parade, if you're here like very, very close to Christmas, they do the parade and you can even see that without going to the party. So, I mean, if it's in your budget, like totally do it for sure. It's wonderful, but I don't want somebody to feel like they have to drop.
Right, you're not missing out if you don't do it, but if you can, you should.
It's great, but like it's still.
Yeah,
it's
you know,
okay
I
if
would
you can't.
agree. If you could see the parade without paying the extra fee, I wouldn't.
And
pay
the castle, I think the castle lighting, it gets me in all the
Yeah.
feels when I like that castle. It's spectacular.
But one of the things we used to do, we would knock a day off of our pass
Yeah, we would
and
do that.
just pay that extra fee for the party and get in early.
And we're going to touch on that because I don't know if have you done after hours?
Not
yet.
Not that.
Yeah, because we just did some of the after hours. I think, to your point, I think that's where after hours can, especially in some of the parks, can very much be so good. Your favorite thing to do during the holidays?
So my top two were.
No, you get-
No, I'll say
Well-
something else. But I mean, that's what I always say to people. Like when somebody's, I mean, I'll lead in with this. Like when somebody says, "Would you come to Disney like between Christmas and New Year's?" I always say like if this is your one and done, you might not want to be doing it that week. That being said, if you're open to not spending the entire time in the parks, it's a really wonderful time to have a resort focused trip. And I also love Fort Wilderness. But if I'm going to add a third, we haven't mentioned Candlelight yet.
That's what I was just going to
yeah.
say.
So
I think that's what
That's a must.
brings in.
Candlelight is a must.
Yeah, if that's what brings, I think, the whole spirit of Christmas like together for me. Like being there, listening to all those voices
overwhelming.
sing.
It's wonderful.
It's
It's all past.
It's
all
just
past
it's
members.
it's absolutely.
Right, so Candlelight Processional, very, very high.
Oh,
And
amazing.
for, like,
Yeah, I agree.
I have no problem admitting that there are times that I quietly find myself singing along, but there are some songs
Oh,
I
I
won't
just felt
do
it out.
that
And
I
they yell
like,
at me not to sing.
and that's why we don't sit next to each other.
That's okay.
But I get emotional. I think it's a very, and it doesn't matter what you celebrate. It's the way it's told. That chorus is just spectacular. And I do think that there are obviously I haven't seen every narrator, but you're gonna, even though the script and the story is the same, you'll have a different experience with different narrators. I know Neil Patrick Harris is the easy go-to, but I love that guy.
Yeah.
He brings so much personality, but in a complimentary way. It doesn't detract from the story at all, but the guy makes you feel like he really wants to be there. He is excited to be there, whether it's his first night or his third night, and shares a little bit of his own personal stories, personal experience. We were there last year or 2 years ago. His family was sitting like 2 rows behind, because obviously you know Neil Patrick Harris is a huge Disney fan. I've seen him, Kurt Russell last year I thought was very good. Whoopi? I don't know if I haven't seen Whoopi.
Robbie Benson was wonderful.
Who was?
Robbie Benson. Really
I didn't
was
see
wonderful.
Robbie. I know a lot of people like Jodie Benson. Do you have a favorite Candlelight Processional narrator?
Neil Patrick
I'm
Harris.
gonna have to say Neil
Okay.
Patrick Harris, yeah.
Here's a question for you. Thank you. Who would you like to hear
Warwick Davis last
narrate
year.
the Candlelight Processional?
Patrick
Anybody?
Stewart.
Oh, dude. Star Trek nerds. Patrick Stewart. Captain Picard.
Okay, I wasn't.
Arguably the best
John
Star Trek
Stamos?
captain ever.
I haven't seen
So
John
I
Stamos.
saw
He's probably
Patrick
great
Stewart
though.
in a one-man show of A Christmas Carol,
No way.
and he played all the parts. It was on Broadway. It was amazing. I would love to see him.
I think he's one of the few people that could pull something like that off.
Yeah.
He is fantastic. Not just, I mean, because obviously he's a classically trained actor. A narrator that you would like to see, dead or alive, who's somebody you would like to see narrate?
Someone said
Candlelight-
Lou Mangello, of course.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see. Lou
Wow,
Mangello.
you'd be actually really good at it.
Nobody wants
He
to
would
see.
be good at it. He would, and then we could like all sit in the back and heckle.
You know what? Come over for come over for Christmas and I'll read it and I'll do the
Oh
kid.
my gosh, that would be so nice. Okay.
Live stream that.
Okay, there you go. We can live stream that from my house, and I'll sing for you. How about
Well,
that?
see, there you go. And we just lost anybody that was here. Who would you like to see?
Julie Anderson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would be great.
That would be good. I agree.
Christopher Walken.
Christopher, sorry, because I ask all the time, like, who would you want
Narrate your life.
To narrate your life?
Morgan
Morgan Freeman, or Christopher Walken, or
Christopher
James Earl
Walken.
Jones. James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones. I mean, not to narrate the story of my life, but to do Candlelight.
Yeah, he'd be good.
Anybody else? I can't read this. Who would you like to have? Who would you love to hear narrate? Who would you want to hear narrate the Candlelight Processional?
I'm seeing James Earl
Me,
Jones.
Melody.
Jones.
Thank you, voting for me. Thank
Melody,
you,
quit sucking
Melody.
up.
Me. And I'll sing for you
Terry
too,
Peter.
as Lou chokes.
Peter Dinklage. Terry said.
Peter Dinklage,
Donny Osmond,
Donny Osmond,
Marla
Shit. I knew
Marla.
that was
Shocker.
David Attenborough.
Who? David
James Earl
Attenborough?
Jones.
Read that?
No, he
Oh,
said it.
I was like, wow, you're like
Hi,
Superman.
Jamie.
Wouldn't have been blessed.
All right, so what else is on your list in
So
terms
apparently now everybody's coming to our house for Christmas while Lou narrates the Candlelight
Yeah.
Processional. There you go. It's going to be magical at my house. You need to bring a gift and wear an ugly sweater,
James
just so
Earl
you know.
Walken.
I'm wearing, I think I'm going to wear either my Spider-Man or my Alaska onesie for
Oh,
Christmas.
God help us and save us. Oh, that's great. Why don't you just put on the Ewok costume and you can make it even more magical for everybody. Honey?
I'm going to sit in my big wingback chair with my old Victorian era book, and I'm going to read the Christmas story
In
my
his
Spider,
Ewok
in my
costume.
No, in my Spider-Man onesie. All right, what else is a must do? Don't laugh.
Just get ready.
It's a picture. I
It's
got
gonna be
to
magical.
get it out of my mind now.
You're never going to sleep again. All right,
Now you have
another.
that thought in your head.
What is another must do? And when I say must do, I want you to also think of maybe for people who have been here before, something that's overlooked that people wouldn't think is sort of off the radar for people to do during the holidays.
I'm still looking for new things to do. I haven't been here that often.
Go ahead.
So
Right, because
I would definitely go to the Swan and Dolphin because they have a really great like Christmas. What are they calling it? The
Santa's favorite resort.
Santa's favorite resort. Yeah, it's like a beach vibe, like, and that's part of my like answer is. I mean, this is the Santa's favorite resort. It's like a very like beachy Christmas, and there's Mr. and Mrs. Claus, and they're great interaction.
Mrs. Claus is awesome.
She's the best.
God, I love her.
But part of my answer is just like being in Florida during Christmas.
Right.
Like I love the juxtaposition of the Florida like lifestyle and palm trees and beaches and like the hardcore like Christmas decor.
Bring it to the shot.
So okay, I'm sorry. Well, cause I come over here. Hi. No, like I love like walking down Hollywood Studios like with the decor like crazy and the palm trees and being on the beach at Beach Club with all the decor going. I love like sitting at the pool at the Polynesian while like a Hawaiian version of White Christmas is playing.
Right.
Or
Like,
Melikilimaka.
So the fact that you're sitting by the pool during, I mean, because there's people who are like
Exactly.
literally shoveling
We could sit.
under feet of snow right now.
right, you're like
No.
literally sitting by the pool with like a rose gold margarita, listening to like literally a Hawaiian version of White Christmas playing
With the
like,
palm trees decorated in lights.
with the palm trees all decked out in lights. Like
I
I
agree.
just love like sitting. I mean, we have like light sweatshirts on tonight because it's cooler than it has been, but it's so beautiful out. But it's still full on like the biggest decor like Christmas that you're ever gonna see anywhere.
And on that note, another thing we always do as a family, and it's a little off the radar, is this is a great time of year to play mini golf at Winter Summerland. Because it's
Dude.
got a nice Christmas theme and it ties in the
I
sort of
never-
the.
Nice.
It's a, but it is something that we always
fun
do.
thing.
We should all go play mini golf one day.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be fun.
Maybe we'll even bring the kids. I don't know. We'll see.
Ours are teenagers now,
I
so they don't wanna come
about the all-year Christmas movies, but I think Disney does a remarkable job of, and it seems to happen almost overnight, transforming the parks and resorts, and it instantly feels like Christmas. Even when it's
Incredible.
not, like today it's what, maybe 50 degrees, that chill in the air makes it feel even better, but that first time I stepped onto Main Street, even though it was hot out, it still sort of felt like Christmas. Like walking around here tonight with all the buildings decorated, the music in the background, the twinkling lights in the trees. But you said something that was actually on my list, which I think is, especially right now, an overlooked destination for the holidays. We saw it during the After Hours event. I think Disney's Hollywood Studios
Absolutely.
is beautiful,
Hands down.
especially this year. You don't need to go to the After Hours event in order to experience it, but Echo Lake is spectacular. The tree is bigger and better than ever. They've got
The ornaments
woven-
on the lake.
yeah, in the lake.
Gertie.
is decorated, but the projection show down Sunset Boulevard with the lasers on Tower of Terror, and what I love about it too is so much of the decorations, to your point, are vintage.
Yeah.
They've got that vintage feel to it, even peppered throughout in some of the plantings. Are,
Those doll things.
yeah, so I don't know, you or somebody was saying, like,
That's me.
what characters are they? And I'm like, they're not. They're meant to look like they're from the 30s, 40s, or 50s, or Kenneth's house. But I love that feel, that nostalgic feel, even all the music that played in the background. And I think that's why I liked the After Hours event, because when you have that feel of the park all to yourself, just being able to wander and not even having to do an attraction, it's beautiful during the holidays. And that when they, on Sunset Boulevard, much like they do with Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam, the projection show on the theater, it's snowing, the projections are going on, there's screens with,
Muppets.
the new characters, the elves, the new, I can't remember their names. They're,
Yeah, but
Oh my
also
gosh.
you can see those shows there without going to the After
right, that's what I'm
Hours.
saying, it's not.
Like you don't have to
Prep
pay.
and Landing. It's
you
Prep
don't
and
have to
Landing.
pay for the hard ticket in order to have these wonderful things. That
But
you
when the
go to.
snow falls and the laser effect cuts through them,
It looks
is
like a
gorgeous.
magic carpet made of glitter. Like that they do these like wavy lines of lights and lasers while the snow is falling, and it looks like lights and glitter, and like it looks like a magic carpet.
But they do
And
that
you know-
for the
Beautiful
regular
thing.
show. They don't
Right.
do it just for after.
But I'm saying they
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it all the time,
No, you
and that's
can
what I'm
see
saying.
it
And, you know,
anytime.
that was that effect was an accident. So they were preparing one of the laser shows for the Chinese theater a few years ago, and they had the snow coming down, and they inadvertently turned the lasers on, or the lasers were still on, and it made this incredible effect that they had never planned. And now I think, especially down Sunset, I just think it's spectacular. Toy Story Land is decorated. Buzz and Woody and Jessie have their Christmas
Santa
carnival, and even on Slinky Dog Dash, the narration is a little bit different, and some of the background music is different in there too. So you get, and this is not, like you said, just for after hours or any party.
And swirling saucers too, right? Don't they have
Oh, that's right.
Christmas
There's, I think,
saucers
two
going? Yeah.
Christmas songs in the Alien Swirling Saucers, and we haven't even gotten to the food yet. It's coming. Don't worry. But even at
Get the tart at Woody's lunchbox.
yeah, I was gonna say Woody's lunchbox. Somebody at the meat of the month
for
brought.
Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You didn't
good.
get a piece.
No,
of
I
it?
didn't get a piece.
Somebody was nice
So
enough
good.
to
That
bring
was when I tried
not
it.
one but two of the special. What are they're called?
It's like an apple
lunchbox
spice.
tarts.
The
The
lunchbox
cinnamon.
tarts.
Yeah,
Wait, I
One
wrote it
goes
down.
like apples,
No, but there's
but
Christmas
the Christmas
ones.
one is like it's
You didn't get.
apple.
No,
We ate them at your meet.
but they're special ones.
We had a cinnamon one and a
The
Nutella
apple one
one.
was the special one.
Yeah.
A cinnamon apple cranberry tart.
It was delicious.
Ginger.
It was
There's
really good.
also. Wait. There's also gingerbread pops and gingerbread straws. This is throughout the park. Prep and Landing themed cupcakes, and an array of alcoholic and non-alcoholic hot chocolate beverages.
Becky Mankin.
We didn't have
Becky.
any of those. We
No.
should have had
No,
those.
we
Hello,
did not.
Becky.
We were low carb.
I know.
But there's also, even if you don't do the after hours, there's the Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam dessert party, which takes place in that area just off to the left. But I think, to your point, you can enjoy all of the additional holiday overlays without having to lay out any additional money for any of the parties. I just think I was so impressed at how pretty that park looked.
So beautiful.
Because and I specifically mentioned because I think especially right now, as we're sort of just lining up and waiting for Galaxy's Edge to open, I think Hollywood Studios gets a little bit passed over sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think it shouldn't.
If only they
No,
could
not
bring
this
back
time of year.
Osborne. it would be the best.
But maybe there's something better coming.
Maybe.
I hope there's something better. New and
And it was
improved
great to
lights.
run through it.
New and improved
For all
snacks.
the races,
So I
we
have
got to
another
run through it.
thing.
Like they would do like
Go ahead.
they would turn it on for us.
How
to
have
run
we not
through it.
talked about
It's
the
amazing.
storytellers?
There's many
Yeah,
things
I
on
was
my
gonna
list.
say that.
That's why we're sort of just doing this in sort of
Festival of
a
I've
rep.
done a lot of them.
What?
I
Take
don't
the
get
rest.
out much. Someone has to work to keep you in the lifestyle you're accustomed to.
And that's why she doesn't get out much. That kind of sassy talk does not bode well for you coming to these things. All right, so
I only speak the truth, folks. That's
we
all.
talked a little bit about Magic Kingdom. We talked a little bit about Hollywood Studios. Animal Kingdom is way too far away, but Epcot during the holidays
It's the best.
again has a whole different feel to it. Again, Festival of the Holidays going on. I hear Festival of the Holidays. I think outdoor marketplaces. That being said, the holiday storytellers remains one of my favorite things to do every single year. There are, I think last year was the first year. It's that they have holidays. It's a sort of combination of holiday storyteller and band over at the kiosk of your people.
Yes,
What's it
Melanie,
called?
I get
It's called the kiosk between Morocco and France. It's literally how they describe it.
No,
It's the Jewish booth.
it's-
No.
It's not called the Jewish booth.
I don't think they know what to call it. So they refer to it as the kiosk between France and Morocco. And that's literally how it's
It's
described.
Happy Hanukkah Land. Is
It's
what
called
it's
the Kaya. But no, but last year they had a great band that was
Oh,
awesome.
the violin. Remember the
They were
violinist?
amazing.
Yeah, but they have a great storyteller
But this
there.
year they have
He's
that amazing story. Yeah, he's
He's
the
great.
storyteller, and we
What
got a
was the
booth.
name of
We
that
got an
band?
actual booth.
You do.
They
What
were
was it
so
called? Was
good.
it called Mazel Tov? Or
And the
was it
Knish
Yes.
is amazing.
Yes, they were
Mazel
called
Tov.
Mazel Tov.
We had it today.
They
Oh my God, they were so
amazing.
much fun. But the storyteller's great this year, and this year we got a booth. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the food is, the Knish is amazing.
So wait, before we get to the food,
The-
because
Sorry.
that's
Next
our
year
jam.
it'll be Hanukkah Harry will be at
I got you some socks.
bench on a bench.
There you go, right.
What is or who is your favorite storyteller?
I would know. I'm working all the time. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
You did.
Who is your favorite storyteller? Ignore them. Who is your favorite storyteller?
Very
That's
sad. I've only seen one, so.
So that's okay.
Père
This is like
Noël. I saw Père Noël. We were hoping to see La Befana today, but it's too far. And we were eating a condition. There was no speaker there. There was no
But they were good.
storyteller there.
Potato
because
condition
of
were
the
awesome.
others.
Oh, we'll get to the food. Okay.
But Père Noël is fantastic.
Yeah, we saw him. I was live, I think, for Père Noël. Who's your
What is the
favorite?
one in Japan? I can't
Daruma.
remember.
The Daruma
That's
sauce.
my favorite.
I
Daruma.
love,
I have to say.
because it's
She's my
so
favorite.
different.
love her.
Much like Japan with the Monkey King. You know, Père Noël, Father Christmas, some of the others are very close to our American version of Santa Claus. But when you see how another culture celebrates this time of year, not just in their delicious soba noodles, but I love the Daruma storyteller, the La Befana in Italy, because she's a witch. Like, she's a good witch, not a bad witch.
Like Glinda.
Like Linda. Not like, there's no Krampus. Like, there's not, like, ever seen that movie? We'll do a movie night. We'll watch Krampus. So, Japan is your favorite?
Yeah, the Daruma doll is my favorite. I mean, I love them all, but she's my favorite.
And do you get a Daruma doll every year? Like, so there's a story of the Daruma doll that you
We
get.
don't do it every year at our house, but yeah, you paint the eye, and then you make a wish, and then when it comes true, you paint the second eye.
So I forgot to paint my eyes last year, and I'm wondering if I'm getting bad juju, or should I just quickly do it before?
Bad.
So we saw that last year, and I went and bought everybody one. And yes, Lou did forget. No one painted their eyes. So this year I'll take them out again and dust,
Right, we'll just
dust
redo
them
it.
off,
We'll just-
and
we'll
we're just
just-
going to start over.
The economical way to sell.
Right, because I haven't.
Right.
Right. So who's your favorite?
Well, the only one that I saw this year was at,
But over the years you've seen some of the
I
others.
have to say, it is Japan, and then definitely, I loved him singing, like, when, it's great, right? He was so great.
How's that song go again? No, I'm kidding. No.
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made it out of clay. He asked, I sang.
You're in Hanukkah colors.
There you go, see?
I didn't even realize.
And the food is fantastic.
All right, so let's, as long as we're going to
Sorry.
stay in the, what are we calling it? We're calling it the
Festival of the
dreidel
Holidays.
festival. No,
We are calling it the International Festival of the Holidays.
no. What we're calling this area the booth of Judaism. What is this? The Hanukkah, the L'chaim,
L'chaim.
the L'chaim.
Fine. Lisa
Look.
says it the best. Say it again.
L'chaim.
You
There you
gotta-
go. I can go.
Obviously, Festival of the Holidays, which has really grown
This
over
has
the
gone
past
way
few years. I mean, when it very first started, I remember doing a video. There were just a few holiday offerings scattered through. Now, Disney might as well just leave and maybe they are. Maybe
They
the booths are
basically
just the booths are up all year long because as soon as this is over,
Summer.
it's Festival of the Arts, then it's
then
Flower and
Flower
Garden,
Gardens.
then it's
Then we break.
we break in the summer, and then
then
we
Food and Wine.
and then yeah, it's if you haven't
It's
if
also
you weren't
delicious.
convinced to move to Disney World yet, I think those festivals in and of themselves. So let's get to the food. The L'chaim is a new booth this year. I have my thoughts on it, but go ahead, since it is the food of your people.
Okay, so loud. Can you guys hear us? I feel like it's so
It just got
loud.
loud all of a sudden. Come closer. Everybody come
Rowdy.
closer.
It's very rowdy here. No, the pastrami on rye is fantastic. It's just a traditional pastrami on rye. It's good rye bread, which you can't get anywhere else in Florida for some reason. So it's with the spicy mustard. It's really good.
Don't move on from there, because I will tell you, coming from New Jersey, I've said this over and over again. The only thing that we miss, it's not the people, it's the food. And I am so surprised that it's so difficult to get a good
Why
pastrami
is it
sandwich.
so hard to get
Right.
a good?
It's the water.
But even like the meat, like the way the pastrami is cooked is just not the same as it was at Larry's Deli.
Yeah,
in
because it's
Edison,
like
New Jersey.
dirty water hot dog water. Like the same kind of thing.
But you would think with basically so many
population that's here.
Right.
Right.
Call it what it is. With so many
Right.
Italians and Jews from the Northeast migrating down here, wouldn't one of them open up a deli? Like, come on, what are you people doing?
They're
Well,
all
we do
tired of
have, we
working.
have Pilates.
I know, but-
Pilates is
and they-
and they have a great, it's a great deli.
But I think when
And
it's
it's
the
a-
bread, there's
it's a-
something the
They have pickles.
Their bread is off.
They give you pickles. They wrap
Yeah,
the little
that's
pickle
right. The
with the
pastrami
sandwich.
sandwich. They give you the
Delicious.
pastrami. It's a marble rye, which is so good. It's a good, healthy portion. I mean, it's not Katz's, but it's a good portion of pastrami
With a pickle.
spicy mustard, and then they put a proper kosher pickle speared on top.
Right, and I always get extra pickle.
So what makes the pickle kosher versus non-kosher?
A rabbi blessing.
Other than
Plastic.
Well, I mean, there's the rules of kosher law, but the taste of it is.
But I'm saying the taste of a kosher pickle versus a
So it's not soaked as long. It's a lot crisper, and then rather than being like full-on dill, it's spiced. So there's a lot of garlic in it.
I am so
I like the
hungry
garlic.
right now. Oh my
Lots
god,
of
when I
garlic.
wouldn't.
Anything with
Ken,
garlic
go
is
get us
delicious.
14 pastrami sandwiches.
We need some extra pickles.
You
too.
fly, I'll buy.
Thank you.
Got it.
Oh my god, I want one of those so bad. But the
good.
star
Yeah.
of the show, the pastrami's good, but you can't get the pastrami without getting the knish.
And this-
which since we've been in Florida for
So-
10
so
years.
good.
It was good.
You say the word knish in Florida, it's like you're speaking Klingon.
Nobody knows what you're talking
They
about.
don't know what a knish even is. Like it's just
Like, who doesn't know what a knish is?
And this is a little bit different than like the dirty water knish on the street corners
Melanie,
of-
please,
of
come
No,
and
it's
take our
definitely
orders.
different,
We
but it
need a
tastes-
sandwich and the knish.
It's more like the knish that I grew up with was like a potato patty that was like fried,
Oh.
and it was so good. But it's like
in the
it's
square,
like-
it was-
and you
yeah.
cut it open,
You
and you
put a
put the
little
mustard
mustard
inside.
and
Put
a
the
couple
mustard
crackers.
inside.
Ken, go get us a knish.
So it's not that knish, but it's so good. It's like more wrapped. It's wrapped in dough, and it's like fried up, and it's
And it's
like
a lighter,
really
it's a much
chewy.
lighter fry than
Yeah.
you can get on a
Yeah.
knish back home,
Yes, and the
And
pickles.
then it's served with that like herbed sour cream.
which is not normally how you would get it. I would
Not
normally get a
really,
knish
no,
with
it was mustard. Mustard.
What's a knish?
Oh,
Andrew Tan says, "What's a knish?"
So you can be from Florida and know what a knish is, but
Just rewind.
yeah, yeah, we just said.
so, but it is. It's it's almost like a denser mashed potato consistency that has some herbs and stuff in it, and it's fried in this.
It's a fried carb
It's
bomb.
a fried, yes.
How good would those be the night before marathon weekend?
Yes.
A few knishes
Oh yeah, sure.
If anybody's from the Northeast and can freeze and send down
Hi,
some
Anthony.
knishes, I will be very much
Maybe I'll have my
indebted.
mom bring it.
Oh yes.
We're from like Knish capital.
There you go.
Oh
there
my
you
gosh.
go. We're gonna have a Knish party at the
Mom, if you're
Mongello.
watching, bring Knishes.
We need Knishes.
And whenever she says bring knish,
Stat.
don't bring 3. Like bring
300.
Yeah.
Almost like a box of those little sandwiches from like White
Oh,
Castle.
wait, and bring White Castle. Bring a crave case of White Castle. Is she taking? Are you writing this down?
For us?
Bring a crave case of White
Mom, are
Castle.
you there?
White Castles and Knishes. Put them in the box
Kids,
nicely.
write these down on your
You can
iPad.
stack them. They're easily stackable, like 12 and 12. It's perfect.
Go call your grandmother tonight and tell her you want a box of Knish and a crave case from White Castle. Oh, and a dirty water pretzel.
And dirty
a
water
couple
hot
of
dogs.
Yeah. Oh, and a Dr. Brown cream soda. Are you kids even listening? I don't know why.
Make it a case of Dr. Brown cream
I can't
sodas
see
because they need to go with the Knishes. It would be perfect.
Only inside. It's Florida. Everything's legal here. The
And
Hive
you
is
can also
very
get
high.
yourself a very hearty bowl of matzo ball soup.
So I haven't had that yet because I ordered it
Oh,
and
pizza,
you
yes.
ate it on me.
I
when
sure did. I also ate the black and white cookie on them too.
Wait. So
Sorry.
you're
Back-
jumping
back-
so
I
far
can't
ahead. I'm
help
so
it.
excited.
excited.
So going to again something else they don't have in Florida are diners. Like
Yes.
it's just a Jersey thing. You don't know what a diner is?
I know what a diner is. I'm saying, why don't they have them?
I don't know.
It's not just a
Because
Jersey
we would go for lunch and get this gigantic bowl of matzo, and the matzo ball
No.
was as big as a softball.
don't
He
have
would go with
Rugolo.
his friends
can get
at
Rugolo
college
at
and get
Publix.
disco fries. Do you
No,
remember
you
disco?
get-
And Costco. Costco has the best rugolo.
You get Rugolo. You gotta get Rugolo for Christmas this year.
I gotta get rolled
Write
up for
that-
Christmas
kids,
this year.
Write that down. Tell your mother.
They're taking notes frantically over there.
They're fries
We need
with
Rugolo.
gravy and cheese.
But
It's
so,
like a
how does
big
the
mound.
matzo ball soup
I know.
compare with like grandma's matzo ball soup?
It's really good. The broth is really good. It's like hearty. It's got like onions and carrots and chicken in it. The matzo balls. So there's two schools of thought on matzo balls. Some people like a fluffy matzo ball, and some people like a firm matzo ball. The people who like a fluffy matzo ball are wrong, and the people
They're
who like
doing
a
it
firm
wrong.
matzo ball are correct. So it was a firm matzo ball. The one I had was slightly undercooked, like it was a little bit imperfect, but I'm sure it's hard to mass produce matzo balls.
TikTok diner.
So
No,
I'll
the
take
Red
it.
Oak
Like
diner.
I was on World Showcase eating matzo ball soup in Knish, and basically my life was complete.
Pickles and Longwood. Oh yeah. But the Red Oak Diner in Red Bank was the best.
No, there's
Or the
Sherman's.
one-
No,
Sherbet- no.
Sherman's Diner in South Plainfield.
No, the Red Oak Diner was the best.
No, and the Metro
And-
Diner in
and-
Edison.
The
And the
Metro-
Metro Diner. Listen, as you come home from Hunka Bunka Ballroom at 3:00 in the morning, you stop. Don't laugh. You'd stop at the Metro
and he'd
Diner.
be in his Z Cavaricci's
I
eating
might
his disco fries.
drive my IROC Z like this, you know. I had neither an IROC Z nor did I drive like that.
God help us. Those
But-
were the
but-
days.
I think this is where
Top 10 diners. I'm gonna write them
the,
down,
uh,
Melanie, in New Jersey.
the jury splits. There's a much like the cookie itself. There is a black and a white side of the
You
opinion
didn't like
of
the cookie? You weren't a big fan of the cookie?
very sensitive about the
Oh
black
my
and white.
gosh, you didn't like the cookie.
Is that a
Hey.
Starbucks thing?
Kind of an understatement that I'm not a big fan of the cookie. Why is it lemon flavored?
Oh, well, that's true. But
It
it was
tastes
good.
like an iced scone.
God, she gets so testy about a black and white cookie.
It's terrible. I was so excited. It's awful. It tastes like an iced scone, like a lemon
I
scone
like scones.
with wet icing.
I happen to like it. And also, it was a black and white scone, but it was so good.
But I will say, I
It was
like
lemony.
the
It was
black and
lemony.
white
Why
cookies
is
from
it- I
Publix.
don't know
I think are
what's
better than the black and white cookie from.
Right, if they were gonna screw something up, I'm thrilled that they screwed up the thing I can get at Publix.
Okay, so but wait, do you like your black and white cookies on the fluffier side or on the harder
Firm
side?
side.
They should be cakey. They should be cakey, and the icing should be one with the cookie.
But it shouldn't be fluffy. Right, there you go.
No wait,
Okay.
do you dip the black and white cookie like in your hot
No,
chocolate or your
don't
coffee?
dip it. No. That's
You
Scotty.
guys should cackle a little bit more, just so you know. I literally saw the meter go up into the red as you both said no.
Okay.
Kenneth,
Lemon
have
flavored
you
icing
tried this
cookies
yet?
are
I have.
disgusting.
It's good.
Yes.
Scale of
Black
1
and
to
white
10.
cookie.
But
Watch what you say because she gets
Scale
a
of
little-
1 to 10 for the black and white cookie, a 5.
Scale of 1 to 10 for Chaim as a whole.
See, this is the thing. I don't miss the food that you miss because I'm not from.
right. But we can go to another kiosk and speak about that one too, because I have another one I was.
The other thing too is, for me, it's sort of pearls before swine because I don't have the faculty to appreciate it.
I didn't understand any of those words that came out of your mouth, but it
Well,
was
you know
beautiful.
when Jesus said, "Don't cast your pearls before swine," because they won't appreciate it.
They definitely don't appreciate your swine at that time.
So exactly. So I'm the swine in this.
Okay. So do you have another booth? Very loud over there.
I'm trying to see what they're doing.
Kids, you don't need to drink to have a good time. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Or take your clothes off.
Did I miss it?
Remember the song?
Yes. How's that song go?
We can drink some cherry wine or something.
What other booth do you like in this is why I do the show by
You
myself.
shouldn't bring me on the show either.
What other booth in Festival of the Holidays did you like?
I'm sorry. I need to collect myself here.
You know, I haven't done it yet this year.
What?
Yeah.
When did you have the cookie?
The black and white cookie is not that bad, is it? Isn't that? Oh. I've had a black and white cookie elsewhere. Sorry. I didn't know there was
It's
a
the one
special
at the
one at the
festival
booth.
that I
Okay,
love.
okay.
I love that one.
I love
My son,
Ken. He's
I
fantastic.
will take you by the hand
You're fantastic.
and I will lead you to the promised land of Epcot's World Showcase.
All right?
They
We
should
will
add a
make that
Jersey
happen
booth to the
before
food line.
the
Or
holidays.
this Christmas.
Yeah. We'll do
Until
it.
December 30th.
We will skip through there arm in arm, hand in hand, and just frolic our way through the World Showcase.
They're gonna
Sounds
frolic.
really
What
great.
other booth do you like?
The Italy.
What is it?
Italy.
What was the name of it?
Oh, the cavatappi.
Tuscany.
Tuscany.
The
The
cavatappi.
cavatappi was insane.
So describe the cavatappi, or I can.
So if you've ever had like a Pioneer Woman style mac and cheese, that's exactly what it tastes like. It's the cavatappi, so it's a spiral tube, and then it's got really like fancy good cheese on it, and like the crumble of like a breadcrumby crumble on top. It tastes like I make the Pioneer Woman recipe for mac and cheese sometimes, and it tastes just like that.
Just like that. I have that pasta, the cavatappi is my favorite pasta.
Okay.
We bought it at Publix. They're doing 2 for 1.
Yeah, love
It's
it.
cavatappi with not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. Count them, 4 different cheeses, none of which I can pronounce, but I'll do the best I can. It's a baked 4-cheese pasta, Parmesan crumble, and truffle essence.
Yeah, the
I
truffle.
think that's,
The truffle is what does it.
you can't go wrong with truffles. That's what Ken always says. You can never go wrong with truffles. And it's funny because I almost bypassed Italy.
I often do. 'Cause
Right.
I haven't loved it. And also at other festivals when it's still hot out, like I just don't crave Italy, France.
Right.
Like
Creamy,
this time,
heavy.
this time of year it sounds better. And yeah, I haven't been like wowed by Italy food for the last few festivals.
And so one of the things I
This
love,
is killer.
one of the and I know this isn't necessarily for everybody, but I like getting it for the holidays. There's a traditional Italian, it's not even a dessert, it's a cake called a panettone, which is like a big sort of, almost like a dome-shaped, like a fruit cake.
They call it a fruit cake. Sorry.
Stop it, you're so
It's more like a
distracting.
raisin bread. They call
Right.
it fruit cake, but it's more like a fluffy
So
raisin.
normally you get it and you cut it up and you can toast it and you put butter on it and have it with your coffee in the morning or for dessert. But they have one in Italy, and I only know it because I saw it on the menu, but you got it and it comes in the little
They give you
box.
the box.
It comes like, but it's a little
They
blue
give
box.
you the box.
Like the regular
So-
panettone box.
Yeah.
The panettone that we like is the chocolate one, not the fruit one.
Have you done this festival yet?
Yeah, today.
What was the best thing that you ate?
I love the panish. That was my favorite. But we also have the pasta. And I love the gingerbread maple syrup cake roll.
the one in Canada.
Where was that?
The Canada, yeah, the Yukon. So Yukon is the silent killer this year. It's like, well, no,
Silent killer?
No, that's not what I meant.
Like heart disease.
You know,
Don't eat the Yukon. Don't go to Yukon.
I think
What do you call the sleeper? The sleeper.
it's you're not
phrase
making
that
it.
I'm looking-
It's the sleeper cell of.
It's the stalking horse.
Oh my God! Who's dying here?
Okay,
the straw
so
man.
I'm trying to creatively tell you that the Yukon booth is so good. Like this, it's the bouche de Noël, the maple bouche de Noël, and then they have the salmon. Have you had the salmon at the Yukon booth?
No.
It's the best salmon I've ever had at Epcot.
Seared salmon with cream. I can't read the darn thing.
Can I
With
see it?
crown maple whiskey. You need my glasses too.
No, I can read that.
Parsnip silk, apple chutney, and hazelnut. What's that word, Kenneth? I can't see it. Croquette?
Croquant. So it's perfect.
I have these, by the way. Wait, that's the onesie I have. I'm going to wear it next time I go to Epcot.
I bought him that onesie to wear on one of our cruises to the pajama party, and he never wore it. It actually has a little trap door. It's cute.
So there's
And it's a very comforting food.
It has a trap door too.
It's a very comforting food.
okay, I have to try it.
That whole booth, the pastrami on rye, matzo ball soup.
If they had Dr. Brown's cream soda, that would sort of complete
That
the whole.
egg cream is killer.
I
I didn't have the egg cream.
I didn't have
Really
the egg cream
good.
either. I have a bunch of
The
booths
egg
that I
cream
need
is
to go
awesome.
to.
So
So
yeah,
I-
the Yukon booth is
Yeah,
so
I
good.
highlighted a couple of others in here too. What is?
Which
Oh.
Morocco?
Eggnog.
Yeah, the beignets are like custard filled. They're regular beignets with powdered sugar, and they're sitting on like a drizzle of chocolate, but then they're filled with eggnog flavored
I
custard,
didn't have the egg cream.
and
I
they're
need the egg
fantastic. And then there's like a kebab. There's a kebab in Morocco that's fantastic.
I didn't have it either.
It's really
Michael's
good.
still talking about
Really
the
good.
something.
Oh, but you know what I've had more than once? Which I shouldn't do. I should explore more
The soba?
in Japan.
Yeah.
Although I will
It's not as
say
pretty.
it's not as. I don't know. Was it festival? Was it
It was this one.
Was it
It
this-
was Festival of the Holidays last year.
right? Because we were live from there.
And they would give it to you in
The
this
plates
bowl.
were beautiful.
Well, no, that was Festival of the Arts.
Oh,
So
maybe that's why.
they did the soba at Holidays last year in that gorgeous bowl that you didn't want to throw away.
Right, you wanna take 'em
and
home.
then at Festival of the Arts, they did the sushi on that platter.
Oh, right.
That was beautiful.
Right.
But
so
that's delicious.
they kind of dropped. It's really good. I mean, they kind of dropped their presentation game,
Oh,
but it's still really good.
Oh,
Especially
Michael
on a
Ruffin
night
said
like
the
tonight,
Jewish booth.
Oh my
walking
gosh,
around.
so
Got it.
That would be nice. What else? Any other like
Yes,
must-dos?
Jewish.
The cheese fondue in Germany
Okay.
I didn't do
is
that.
like, it comes with veggies, but I think they're just garnish because like it's just this big bread bowl filled with cheese, like dip soup, and then they give you like the chunk of bread that they pulled out of it. It's really
Is
good.
it good?
I didn't have it, but I
Nicholas
want to
wanted to
go
try that.
to the Twinings Iced Christmas Toddy.
I had that last year. It's
That-
delicious.
It's Christmas tea with honey. There's a non-alcoholic one, or the Deanna version with drambuie.
Yes, the drambuie one is delicious, just so you know. One of my mother's favorite drinks was drambuie. It's really yummy. Hot or cold.
And did you do the cookie stroll? So this is something
That
new.
I could get into.
Now, yeah, you're a sweet guy, so something new this year.
I didn't do the cookies.
We've done some of it.
Yeah, so I had tried all the cookies because I'm thorough and I
Oh, wait,
and I
we
want to
did
help.
try
you.
that. In Italy,
There are
right?
5 different cookies. There's a red and green chocolate chip cookie, a peppermint sugar cookie, the green and white sugar cookie, the black and white l'chaim cookie, the gold chocolate chip cookie, and if you do them all and you check and you get the stamps, you're eligible to get the
free cookie.
completer red and green Mickey sugar cookie at.
The sweets and
I'm
treats.
surprised they
treats.
didn't have any gingerbread in there.
I was surprised too. And they last year didn't they have a chocolate cookie with like a peppermint, like it was almost like a
They did
like
a
a candy
cronut.
cane.
They did a cronut like that, and I think that Taste Track they have that again.
So
But
a Taste
in
Track they
Germany
do.
they have a peppermint cookie. In Germany, the peppermint, the cookie still cookie in Bavaria or Germany is
So in
peppermint.
Taste Track, which is new this year, it's a croissant donut. It's not a
I'm
croissant.
sorry.
Tossed in cinnamon sugar, There's also chocolate and holiday
Yeah, the warm
sprinkles, kid
hazelnut
approved,
chocolate cake.
Isn't it like eggnog cream?
and eggnog pastry cream and ginger snap crumbs.
Yeah, that's
Or they have chocolate and they have gelatos as well. I would like to try the one with cinnamon sugar.
I'm gonna try the eggnog.
So go. What do we have in Italy? What was the dessert?
That chocolate thing.
Oh, yeah.
The dessert, did you have the dessert in Italy?
Yes,
That was good. The warm hazelnut
that was
chocolate
good.
cake
The one in Canada
was better.
insane.
Really? Oh,
That
I have
bush
to go back.
Noel with maple and nuts. So good.
Really? Oh, I have to go back and
Yeah,
try
you
that.
have to
Anything
get
maple is delicious.
It's so good. It's
Would
so
you
good.
would you say that it's traditionally Canadian? No.
Maple syrup.
Oh, I love, yeah. You know what I love from Canada? Those little maple candies. They're my favorite.
We'll send you some.
Oh, they melt
Can you
in
send me
my
some
mouth. It's
poutine
like,
while you're at it too? Just a
sugar
big
and
poutine is what
delicious.
we
They
call
have
disco
three
fries.
machines at refreshment for it.
I know, but
Try that poutine. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Try it.
have you had it here?
Sounded weird.
The one here is
Yeah,
much
It's not
better.
bad. It's not like the best.
We should get poutine on when we're done here.
Oh, we should. After our tree trail.
Limited edition holiday poutine.
Yeah.
What? Is it like turkey cranberry? I'm a traditional gravy with the squeaky cheese curds. Yeah, you gotta get it. You gotta get the right way. All right, so we can obviously talk about food all night long. Anything else that's a must-do, overlooked experience, not on the radar, but you should go and see during the holidays? I think we mentioned Fort Wilderness. One of the things that we love to do, and I've actually thought about doing it tonight. And if you can do this, whether it's in your timeline, in your budget, and if there's any available, one thing we love doing every year is renting a golf cart. You don't need to stay there. You rent a golf cart and just drive through. Fort Wilderness at this time of year is an attraction. It is worth the $50, $60 thing. You could spend the entire night there, because when I say that they are decorated, I mean, people spend literally months here and don't just decorate their campers, but their entire campsite.
Yeah.
It's like a little mini illuminations out there, holiday tag. And it's a really nice night. Plus you can go over and do the campfire sing-along with Chip and Dale. You can go over to Crockett's Tavern, or you can have, and I can't believe we've never actually reviewed this on the show. I need to maybe find some volunteers. I still think that
Trail's End.
what?
Trail's End.
The Trail's End is not only some of the best food,
Best
but one of the
value.
best values on
Best value
property,
on property.
far and away. We haven't been there in a long time.
Yeah, but you need to go back.
The other thing too that I think that if we mentioned resorts earlier, we talk about the gingerbread houses, and I love the gingerbread carousel at beach clubs. I think you need to make your way over to the yacht club to see the little Christmas village display.
The trains
It's
are
so
cool. Yeah.
cute down there, and there's a little Marceline. I think it's a candy shop or a cookie shop
Yeah.
for Marceline, Missouri. It's beautiful
Yeah.
this time of year.
Their train track is gorgeous. I love the yacht club tree too. It's not the biggest tree on property, but they've got all different kinds of boats. Like
Nautical, a lot of nautical stuff on it too,
they're
right?
amazing. Like
Yeah.
the kind of boat you'd like have, mounted on your wall or on your library shelf, or just like in the tree. I mean,
Right.
it's so
And they have
pretty.
oars, and it's
And I think the point too is that you can and will have a great Christmas holiday experience without having to buy an after hours or
Right.
Merry Christmas party ticket
Definitely.
or even a park ticket. I think I
Yeah,
said it
it's
ad
a great
nauseam,
time of year to come and
Disney
try.
Springs is beautiful. There's the Stitches. I want to get the name right. There's a Stitches scavenger hunt, much like the scavenger hunt you could do through Epcot. It's called the Stitches Holiday Gift Hunt, and you sort of hid a bunch of little gifts around here. You can go meet Santa. So he's sort of making his way in between the North Pole, getting all the presents ready. If your kids have been good, I'm talking to you, Maddox and Tyson. And the Swan and Dolphin Resort, where he likes to chill. But he also has a little chalet here where you can meet Santa as well. But, and this is the segue moment. But one of the things, and I think it was 2 years ago was the first year they did the Trail of Trees, Tree Trail, the Christmas
Right.
Trail
Tree
of
Trail.
Trees. You can do exactly what we're doing tonight, other than this part. Come have a nice meal at Disney Springs, and we're going to take you, in case you can't get down here, through the trail of trees, which is free, included with your price to park, which is also free. Favorite garage, lime or orange? Are you new here? Who parks in lime?
Unless I'm going to the movies, then it's
Always park in orange.
Yeah, you do.
Always.
Orange?
It's a little bit of a longer walk, but you walk by Morimoto's and Boathouse.
Well,
Maybe have a
there
little
is that.
ramen. Do we get poutine or ramen on the way home? We'll think
Ooh,
about
if
it.
it gets really cold out tonight, we should go get the steaming hot ramen. Ooh,
And there's ribs too.
yes.
The ribs are the best.
But
fried chicken.
what do you say we blow this pop stand and tell Angela she better hurry because we're going to the tree trail.
She wants to come on the tree trail.
She better walk her little. Anything else that we missed, holiday-wise?
Also, I'd just say, like, pay attention if you're staying, like, at what's happening at your resort. Like, there's a lot of special offerings at different resorts. Like, certain resorts might be offering a 5K on Christmas Eve.
Really?
It might be a nice way to see that particular resort.
You know, Christmas Eve for me has always been about Santa and family and running. Said no one ever.
At
Runs on
Boardwalk,
Christmas.
you can pay for $125. You're up to 4 people, so your family can do a gingerbread house making class with the bakers at Boardwalk.
Do you have to run to it?
No,
Okay.
don't have to.
Don't be wise.
Sure.
Don't listen to
But
him.
no, like, just if you're, like, pay attention because most of the resorts offer special little things
During the holidays.
during the holidays, like that.
Which is nice.
Like experiences.
So,
And you don't have to go to the parks either.
No, you don't.
okay, so obviously we're local. You are not. But Christmas Day, Christmas Eve are the busiest days by far of the year here. If you were to come to Walt Disney World and have your Christmas Eve and or Christmas Day dinner, where would you go and have it?
So we actually have.
Don't say L'chaim. We know. We get the Knish thing. Where else would you get?
I wasn't going to say that. No, we have a family tradition. I don't know if it's the best meal on property, but it's good. But on Christmas Eve, we like to do something out so we don't have to cook. But then we also like to be back home early enough to relax and enjoy the evening together. So our family tradition has become to do Christmas Eve brunch at Boma.
Nice.
Wow.
And it's such a good breakfast brunch. Like Boma's dinner and breakfast at Boma are phenomenal. But
Do you
obviously,
bring
like,
snacks in the car for the long drive down there?
yes, we do. No, it's such a pretty resort. Like, you see this. It's super chill because it's kind of out of the way. And yeah, so we do breakfast like late morning, early afternoon at Boma, and then go home for the rest of the day.
Where would you? Are you going to be here for Christmas?
No, we're leaving Saturday.
Okay, pretend you're going to be here for Christmas. Where would you go and eat?
Because I'm Italian, our tradition is to have a lot of seafood. So
You do the whole 7 fishes.
we don't do the numbers so much, but it's all seafood.
It's an Italian thing to not
is
have
phenomenal.
meat on Christmas Eve.
right.
For some Italian families, it's called the Feast of the 7 Fishes. And then what we do is at midnight we make sausage. Sit back. We make sausage. We go out on a barbecue.
I love that.
Oh, and the crusty Italian bread.
Oh, that is
I don't even
awesome.
care about Christmas Eve dinner. I'm just here. I'm gonna get a shirt that says "I'm just here for the sausage."
Don't get that shirt.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I'm not. Never mind. Okay. Why you
wear
gotta
it to
make it
the
weird?
YMCA.
Why you gotta make it weird? I was being so innocent.
That's a great idea, though.
So
Where would
best
you?
seafood,
Yeah.
boathouse.
Say it. Say it. Say it louder. What would you say?
Boathouse.
Preach.
That's what I was saying too. Both.
I did not. I didn't even tell you to say that, did I? Where would you go?
You know, that's a hard one.
You were gonna want to ask too.
Yeah, I don't, well, I mean, I love the boathouse, but she
We'll take
just
boathouse
said
out of
that.
the equation.
We have to do another one, right?
Luzu.
You know, I might go to Homecoming. Yeah, because it's, you know, it's comfort food. It's sort
Oh,
of,
those biscuits, the
Yeah.
ham biscuits with the jam.
yeah.
Whisper to me. We'll play like the telephone
Sorry.
game. So when will you have the fried chicken?
Fried chicken. That's
Oh,
homecoming.
yes. Okay, very good, yes.
Where would you go for Christmas Eve or Christmas
Mine's
Day?
Boathouse, and then
Take Boathouse out of the
and
equation.
then Blue Zoo. Blue Zoo would be
If
another
Christmas
one.
Eve was on a Sunday, I might go to California Grill, the brunch.
Which I haven't done that either.
It's fantastic.
Is it? I haven't done the brunch there either.
Raglan's a good holiday meal too. Raglan Road.
So we got to do that. We have to go
brunch is
review that.
amazing.
But that's a good holiday meal
That's
too.
a good holiday.
So, all right. So I'll
What's
do it.
Liberty Tree? That's another good one.
All right. So for,
No?
so for Christmas Eve, assuming I had to have
Probably can't
seafood.
get in.
Shh, I'm
Sorry.
trying to think out loud. Assuming I had to have seafood. Blue Zoo is a really nice
Yeah.
choice. That Cantonese lobster could be a Christmas
No,
tradition.
And that Miro glaze.
Miso glaze.
That's
Miro.
that's my favorite by far.
It was forever until I tried the Cantonese
No,
lobster.
and also
This is
the
the part, by the
tuna.
way. This is the part where Chef Bob from
the
Boathouse tunes
tuna
in. and
is
gives me grief
amazing.
For talking about another
The
restaurant.
tuna is amazing. That
Oh,
one,
the tuna.
I tell you who else at Grand Floridian Cafe now they have a miso glazed salmon.
Oh yeah, it's good.
So
Oh,
gonna have to
no,
go
they have the
try
Benedict, the eggs Benedict flight in the
for
morning.
breakfast, yeah, that's my favorite breakfast on property.
So where would I go for
Oh,
Christmas
flying
Day?
fish. That's another good one.
Yeah,
I
that's a good
agree.
one.
Flying
For
fish.
We
Christmas
did that for
Day
New
dinner.
Year's Eve last year.
Did you?
Flying fish.
I would think I want to do something more casual.
Yeah, who said that?
Say what?
Back at you, buddy.
Yeah,
we
Flying
love the
Fish.
Flying Fish Cafe.
Flying
I have
fish,
not
yeah.
been since they redid the menu. That was our favorite restaurant
Oh,
for a long
great.
time.
We went
The
there
new
New
menu
Year's
is
Eve
good. The
last year.
dining room's a little more formal, but the new
Yeah.
Is it?
good. They still have
pretty.
references to Coney Island, but you have to look for them
It's
now.
really.
I don't know where I would do my Christmas. Well, you know what? So, say maybe I wanted to have like a nice traditional like Italian pasta, meats and cheeses and antipasto. I would maybe either go to Il Molino.
Oh yeah.
Or Enzo's.
Il Molino, I would say, or Maria and Enzo.
Marie and Enzo's. Or Enzo's Hideaway. I love Enzo's Hideaway.
I
I know.
know.
There's something about going downstairs in that little
Pretty, I like
alley.
it down there.
Like you're kind of like.
There's like graffiti
it's
on the
like,
wall.
Yeah, like I like it. It's like. You know,
Like you're going into a
I feel like
secret
I'm a gangster. Exactly, it's a gangster. Like, you know.
You really buy into the theme.
I totally do, and I'm so excited.
You're excited because you know we're going there.
Yeah, it's okay. I can be excited.
Is that
But
better
that's-
than going to the aquarium? Because we're going there tomorrow.
No, I think it's just a different
They're just different,
experience.
yeah.
It's
Because
a
we ate
different-
it both.
But you have to go downstairs and get all that theme. Like, it's really cool, because then you can go down, like, the back alley and go into the Edison.
Yeah, it's
Like,
connected
it's
to the
all
Edison.
connected.
It's
Like,
share
there are all
bathroom.
these little alleys.
Like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's all connected.
Like, can you eat like a little bit at each one? Can you go to one, have a little bit, and then
I like
that.
her.
Yes, you can. She can. You can do that. You go
progressive
have an
dinner.
appetizer here and a drink, and then you go
From the
have a little
70s,
appetizer here, and then go to a little hallway and go to Edison
I'm
and get the
thinking the
bacon.
retro vibes that you're throwing down.
Bacon on the clothesline.
So when I was a
Bacon on the
kid,
clothesline in the
all
Edison.
my parents' friends would have these progressive dinners, and every family would put on a course of the dinner,
And you go from like the house to
and
house?
from house to house, and people would like dress up in the costume, not costume, but clothing, and they would decorate their homes in the country that they were, of the cuisine that they were
No
doing.
kidding.
Yeah, it was a really cool thing. It's a
That's
And
really
we all
cool.
live here. We should do that.
It was from the era of fondue pots.
Oh, I
you
love
know,
fondue.
Yeah, yeah. 70s retro progressive dinner.
Oh, we need to do that.
Yeah,
I'll have knishes
there you go.
And matzo ball soup.
matzo ball soup.
And you'll have sausage. It'd be great.
All right, let it go. It's
For the sausage course, we'll go to the Mangellos.
This is why I sit in my office by myself
I
all
can't
day
even.
long.
This is great.
E-ticket event.
We're the last stop.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, it's-
We are the last stop
We
on
are the
that,
last stop.
a trolley ride.
Yeah.
Did Angelina park in Disney Springs
I
or she
don't
park
know.
in Epcot? Does she know where we are?
I will call you.
Has she ever been here before?
Never.
Because you know what's calling me? Not just the Christmas tree trail, but the snacks we're going to eat after we're
Yeah,
done.
I'm there. I'm with you.
Now I'm starting to think like,
Little street food.
do you go spicy ramen or like the grilled chicken ramen?
Depends on the mood. Tonight I think I go spicy.
I'm saying tonight could be a spicy. Or we can just go to the boathouse and get a seafood tower.
We can go
That
get some
works for
oysters.
me.
Let's go do that.
Do the chicken
Let's.
guy.
I would like
Oh, the chicken guy. We'll do a progressive dinner at Disney Springs.
This is going to be the quickest Christmas tree run through you've ever seen. We're going to like sprint.
that. She's not answering.
All right. Why don't we start making our way to the?
Okay.
What time is it?
It's 8.
Oh my gosh! It's Christmas tree time, and by Christmas tree time I mean it's almost time for snacks.
Oh, wow.
Time flies. You know, it's funny when I go to conferences and I talk about live video a lot.
What?
And people say, well, how long is your show? You do like a 15-minute, you do like a long 15-minute, 20-minute show. I'm like, 2 hours. They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, nothing? Like, really?
It's a show about nothing.
It truly is a show about nothing. She will, you keep in touch, she will find us on the Christmas tree. Hi there.
Hey,
Yes, how are you?
Hi.
How you doing? We were just going to go do some Christmas tree trailing stuff.
you
Come
made it
with.
just in time.
Come with.
Maddox, set your
You
foot
too.
on, sweetheart. Maddox.
It's a little chilly.
Oh. There we go. I'm going to turn you guys around. How you guys doing? Let me just check this out real quick. Always bust your own table. How you doing?
Very good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How are you?
My
Good to see you.
husband, Chesley.
How are you?
No,
I'm sorry. Hug me. Hey, listen, I got called out for not hugging.
Right? He did.
It's
he
the reason
really
why.
did.
Just like you called me out for pronouncing your name wrong, and
Yes.
I'll never get it wrong again.
I know, right?
Because I literally wrote it down and wrote the little line over the eyes. So I don't
Mile
forget
line.
ever again.
That's my fault.
Oh,
We're not on a hug basis yet.
we're always on a hug. Come on, man, bring it in.
Come on, brother.
Let's make it weird.
Bring it in.
Let's go do some trail of trees. What do you say? Tree trail of trees. It would be a great time for you to tag and invite a friend in the comments.
The way they personify or they just exactly what you would picture. Really good. And the Disney princesses, oh my. Oh my. And stay through the credits as well. Stay through the credits.
She runs fast, she walks slow. Oh, she takes 9 hours to figure it out. She's very, very bad to figure it out. Oh, you're going. Oh, if you're going to eat, that's okay.
What's the best place?
Oh, come on.
Other than Boathouse.
Oh, other than Boathouse?
Something quick.
It's something quick. I would do chicken guy,
Okay.
or so right now you're going to eat something quick.
Yeah.
Quick service, more I would say, or Morimoto street food. Morimoto street food. It was so good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good seeing you, man. Take care. Yeah, everybody gets a hug. Awesome. Thank you guys again for being here. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Say hi to Toronto for me. Safe travels home.
Have fun, guys. Merry Christmas.
All right, let's go trail o tree. Walk slow. The runner tells me to walk slow.
Bobby's going, ha-ha. Ha-ha, you can't come. You have to stay over there.
Oh, that's mean. Have you done the Void yet?
Yes.
You did. Did you Wreck-It Ralph or Star Wars?
Star Wars. I thought there was a Wreck-It Ralph.
So it's Wreck-It Ralph now, the Void. I have
gotta
not
go
done that.
back.
I know. I have not done that yet.
I thought the Star Wars one.
Yeah. I like that kid's Spider-Man hoodie.
Welcome back to Disney Springs. Hope you guys are having a great time this evening. It's a wonderful Wednesday evening here at Disney Springs. You guys pick up a hula hoop. Feel free to throw it around your waist. Show us your skills. There's no way the hula hoop goes. It's around your waist.
Where is that?
Hope you like to get the free trail and enjoy it. Check out your favorite and then come back here and do it.
Oh my god, it's snowing. Hold on.
Carrie's Ray, it's nice to see you. I'm looking forward to seeing you on Monday.
I like using the monorail track as a garland.
That's awesome.
I've never thought about it. Like these are like coming apart.
Yeah. Oh, the Charlie Brown Christmas apple.
Oh, this song makes me cry. It's snowing.
We've got 2-3 days, so we put.
This one is it's a baby and that will be oh my gosh, there's one on the other side. Look, kid, daddy.
So pretty. Oh, sorry.
Bigger than that one. Can I have one of those? Maybe they're the hidden stick in the back.
Now I want waffles.
There's nothing in the back except colors.
I love how it looks like bubbles. Yes, by the way, they do have snacks. I mean, I'm just having one piece for the box,
yeah, right.
you know. Oh, nothing like Disney popcorn.
They also gave me this.
I
I don't know.
Yeah, it just sort of fell in there. I hate when that happens.
Are you doing all the posters? Like you see the
Oh, I haven't seen those.
Yes, that's why I'm not
Oh, there's a whole spindle there. Yeah. There's so much detail in this one right now. Here's another hat. Here's the blue. It's over here.
I love the Dreamport sign. I'm gonna start singing. I gotta be careful. This is so nice. It is so nice being out here. Snow tastes delicious. Don't forget to friend. Don't forget to friend. Don't forget to share and invite a friend. There's more trees. What?
Maddox said he doesn't have a cow. Bring out a cheese or something.
I know. It's so nice too because there's not a lot of people here tonight. It's nice and cool. It really feels like Christmas. Alice in Wonderland. I think it's the third year they've done it. Right here.
This city, I think, is my favorite. Yep. I mean, no comment.
That's awesome.
And they never had this. This one was used last year.
It wasn't working and I twisted inside. I'm not. That is
Oh my god, man! Super Victorian dog.
This is awesome. You would never think that sort of the Haunted Mansion would fit into a Christmas theme, but so well done.
Keep ringing, happy holiday to you.
I don't want to interrupt your photo shoot either. No. Then yes. Holy cow. Hey, man, what's going on?
How are you doing? We listen to your podcast all the time.
I'm live. You want to say hi? Let's go with my new friend.
Jamie.
Jamie from somewhere in New England.
No, Granville, New York.
No.
But I'm a Patriots fan.
What?
Grew up in Vermont. So.
Oh, why aren't you a Giants fan?
Oh, I hate the Giants.
We're done here. You having a good night?
Oh, very good night.
How nice is this?
My family.
How you guys doing? Oh, you got a couple more in there
That's
too.
my daughter and my other son. Yeah.
You guys don't know how good you have it getting pushed around, getting fed, you got a blanket on. I'll give you $10 if I could have your seat. No?
We're not giving it
I
up.
know, I wouldn't either. That's a good deal you got there.
But hey, we love your podcast. So
Thank you, brother. I
love
appreciate it.
listening to it every time it comes out.
Thank you.
Can we get, Katie, could you get our picture?
Yeah.
Can you get our picture real quick? Aside from this, that's it. Is that it?
Hey, hold on, man. I got something for you. Wait a minute. Wait. Yeah, you hold this.
All right.
There you go. You get your own ornament tonight.
Oh, wow. Thanks. All right. Really
Hey, man.
appreciate it.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
Have a good Christmas.
All right,
See ya.
Merry Christmas.
You too.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
We'll see you.
Have a good night.
Thanks, you too. I mean, look, there's like nobody here tonight, too. Come back in a couple of weeks, maybe not the case, but a night like tonight, it's perfect.
Sorry, Lou.
No, you're good, man. May the Schwartz be with you.
Second start of the right travel.
Big favor. Can you reach into my backpack and get my charger? It should be attached to a cord, please. It might be in the front camera.
Stop tracing. Why did it?
Guys, you want to try my present cookie? Maybe you like this one better. Here, break off a piece. Yeah, always take it. Hey guys, buy my car. I've got candy there.
Ken just made it creepy.
Did you hear about the, I guess you saw the announcement about the,
Oh, the guy, yeah. I literally have all of them.
Yeah, this is my favorite tree. This one's my favorite. I love the trail of pixie dust.
And every mother's child is gonna smile to see a reindeer with a fly. And so I offer you the simple phrase to kids from 1 to 22. Although it's been said many times, my ways better than Christmas.
I love the signs. Santa! I know him!
I realized how creepy it was. I took
I can taste it. That's very
For the, I mean, the on the posted, right? Because I haven't. See cheese.
Does that cotton candy really taste like a gingerbread man?
Yes.
No.
I'm not even lying.
Come on,
No
Arturo.
GMO.
Did you say what?
No GMO.
I don't even know what that means. Does that mean it doesn't taste good?
No, that means it tastes amazing.
Really?
Yes. All natural flavors.
smells so good.
I know. We just add sugar and a little bit of pixie dust, and then we throw it in the middle, and magic.
It's the
pops
pixie
out.
dust where all the calories are. It's not the sugar.
Exactly.
Where are you from?
Here. Yeah, I do video, blog, podcast. So tonight we're live, and I did not know there was gingerbread man cotton candy.
Are you ready, girls?
And then you can also get it on a glow stick.
You can what?
You can get it on a glow stick.
Stop it. No.
Show it the glow
Are you ready for some magic?
Make it happen.
Ta-da. This is my favorite one. This one.
That's
It has
awesome.
like 8 different other. Is that part of the?
So for those people who are curious, how much is a cotton candy with a glow stick?
Well, one cotton candy by itself is $5.85, but you add an awesome glow stick, it'll be for $1.50 extra.
Awesome, thank you.
Mira, yo le llevé a que yo le llevé poquito a los de la oficina de...
All right, what's your favorite tree on the trail?
Tiana,
Wait, do we have a Tiana?
the Haunted Mansion,
Haunted Mansion?
and Tangled because I'm just biased. I like Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion?
The Sleeping Beauty tree is beautiful.
How are none of you people saying Peter Pan?
Oh, because that's your favorite.
Peter Pan was beautiful with the little trail of pixie dust.
Your favorite.
Favorite tree?
Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion.
Yeah. It was so
It's
different.
hard. I know it's hard not to pick the Haunted
Fantasia
Mansion.
Not Fantasia. Tangled was good too.
I like Tangled.
I like the Mary Poppins one too.
I think they were all good.
They were.
The monorail tree was very
The monorail tree was really cool.
Really cool too with the train coming down the top.
No, the tree with the monorail tracks like we have. Putting it on the tree. The cats would have a field day with that. How much cotton candy did you have? What was your favorite tree? What was your favorite tree?
I was Magic Kingdom and Epcot.
The Epcot tree?
Magic Kingdom.
Oh, he's not
Magic
that
Kingdom?
at all. No, your
Oh.
favorite tree in here. What was your favorite tree in here?
Mine was one of the monorails.
The monorail.
That was cool, right? I think you guys should do that at your house, don't you? You should go buy like 6 or 7 monorail sets, put them up on your tree.
That'd be great. Put the dog, the cats. That'd be a field day.
With the bubble on my eye.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bubble in your eye.
You.
That is going to do it from our night here at Disney Springs. The tree trail, our 12, probably more than 12 days and ways to celebrate Christmas and the holidays and satisfy your hunger here at Walt Disney World. If you only had 1 hour to come here during the holidays, you could only do one thing, what would it be?
It would probably be this for an hour. If I wasn't
Together, like just like this?
hungry. If I wasn't hungry.
I know, I'm so hungry. I can't wait to go eat. Where'd the rest of them go? Oh, they left. They're hungrier than we are. They just left. They walked out without us. They didn't even care. Wait, let's get one more. I'll get one more. All right. So last word. You come to Walt Disney World. You have 1 hour during the holidays. What do you do?
The Christmas tree trail.
You
Yeah,
could say
1 hour. I'd
1 hour?
probably say the Christmas tree trail.
Yeah, I'm with that.
How are you people not eating? How are we friends? All right, you come to Walt Disney World, you only have 1 hour to spend during the holidays. What do you do?
Eat. Eat.
You are the only one that gave the right answer. Well, I mean, now you know what the right answer is, but go ahead.
No, I would just walk down Main Street.
A lot of Christmas tree trails, a little Main Street, and the right, oh.
Oh, is there a candlelight processional happening during
Oh, who's your narrator?
Neil Patrick Harris?
There you go.
Could be.
So I want to thank you again for spending and sharing your Wednesday night with us together. We learned a lot bit about the holidays here at Walt Disney World. Thank you for sort of wandering the trail with us. I hope that I'm going to see you next week. Aren't I? Am I going to see you next week? I don't even know when Christmas is. I will see you next week. If you are celebrating or celebrated Hanukkah over, happy Hanukkah if you're celebrating. And when does the Festivus season begin? Is it now? I hope you have a very happy holiday. But wait.
It's a tree.
I thought you were the tree.
No, I'm a toy soldier.
Oh.
Hi. I'm just hanging out.
Thank you guys. I love you. I will see you next week. Merry Christmas.
Make sure they're all taller than me. I feed them and I water them and I trim them. I make sure that their soil's nice and he's so tall. You should have seen the guy who came up behind me. He was terrified. I've never seen someone so tall in my life.
What kind of tree is it?
That's Fred. It's a Fred tree.
The Fred tree?
Hi.
What's that tree?
Which one?
That one.
This one?
Yeah.
Pokey.
Pokey?
That's Pokey the tree.
Pokey.
Don't touch pokes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.